Hey,
Pow!
who made Star Wars?
Oh, that was as the Emperor Palpatine, wasn't it?
Who made the Star Wars?
I thought it was George Palpatine.
And who's the main character in Star Wars?
Oh, it's shit, he returned somehow. He was he likes the one that says shum. This says wid pulp. He likes the one that says shum pulp. You
What's
know,
the
like
monkey
from
guy?
Sopranos.
What was his last name? His last name was Frick.
Oh, Babu Frick.
Babu Frick.
That
Who's the main
little
character
fucking
in Star Wars?
Oh, Babu Frick.
He wants
goes,
to frick his sister.
He wants to frick his Babu.
He goes, my name is Babu Frick.
That's what he
Oh
talks
yeah,
like.
because
It's fucking
C-3PO gets
awesome.
blind. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it.
Gets his
We're gonna talk
memory-
about that and more on this episode of
My
Super
name is
Pro.
Bob
Thank
Frick.
you guys so much for watching. Go ahead and
make sure to check out the Patreon link in description. Maybe Patreon.
it will be.
Or
And
bio.
smash
somewhere.
that
It'll be
like
somewhere.
button.
Smash that like. Drop a comment, even if it's nothing. Even if you just hit your fucking phone with your face.
Here's
and
what I
just
want you to
type
do.
it-
Here's what
type
I
a
want
few
you to
letters
do.
with your.
We
see
do
if
this.
your tongue. Do a test for me real quick because I don't want to reach my phone and test it myself. See if your tongue, and maybe I will test it and I'll have different results because all tongues are different. See if you can type something with your tongue, or just like see if like your iPhone, your Samsung, your fucking Galaxy, your Google Pixel, whatever the fuck smartphone you got. Obviously, if you got a flip phone, you're not watching this. How you watching this? I mean, maybe you have a flip phone.
Flip
You're
phones
watching
had
this on your
internet
computer.
browsers back in the day,
Yeah, and maybe you're watching this on a computer and you
or
got your
a
flip
smart
phone.
TV.
And obviously, if you got your flip phone, it's kind of maybe an advantage or a disadvantage.
I think it's
don't
an
know.
advantage, probably.
Maybe if you got mad tongue strength, like a real one does.
Here's what you're gonna do right now, right this very second. You've made it 2 minutes into this. Here's what I want you to do.
Yeah, it's not
I want
far.
you to it's not far. I want you to first of all leave a comment with your tongue.
Yeah,
Okay.
if you can, or comment. I couldn't leave it. My tongue wasn't
Right.
My
My
tongue
tongue
didn't
wasn't
work
strong
on the
enough.
phone.
I know what I have to
It
do,
didn't
but I
work.
don't know if my tongue is strong enough to
I
do
don't know if I have the tongue to do it.
I want you to hit the like button with your finger, and then I want you to hit the share button, and I want you to text this to
Also,
an
comment down
estranged
below.
sibling.
Comment down below if you've ever played the video game Postal. I'm wearing the alien head t-shirt that the Postal dude from Postal wears. It's a good video game. It's by indie game developers running with scissors. They
They
chill.
love you.
They love me. They said they love me. I have that hanging on my wall. You can't see it because my curtain's in the way, but it's on my wall.
But yeah, no, I want you to send this to an
to-
estranged sibling.
Send this to like a cousin that like you were really close to as a kid, like borderline like brothers, like especially if you were like an only child and he was an only child and you guys were like you grew up in the same like small town together and you guys were like basically you were like brothers and best friends, but then you kind of grew apart. Maybe he went to college and you started working, or the other way around. His family moved away, whatever. You just kind of fell out of contact. Send this to him and tell him you love him while you at it. I'm sure you do. I'm sure you miss the times you used to have, fucking just running around getting into shit, fucking throwing bottles at cars, just fucking breaking windows and trailers, just having a good time, getting drunk.
Send this to whoever you went to see this movie with when it came out in the movie theater. Maybe that's a family member, like maybe you went with your family,
maybe
kind
that's
of thing.
Maybe it's an
maybe
ex.
it was a
Maybe
date.
it's an ex-girlfriend.
Right?
Yeah,
maybe it's your
maybe it
spouse.
was
Like maybe you went on a date on this movie and now you're married. Send it to
married
them.
to that person.
Send it to the ex who you went on a date with. Maybe it's just a friend group who you've kind of lost contact with because everybody's kind of grown apart, right? It's been years, right? You maybe went off to college. Daniel, let me finish. You maybe went off to college. You went off to college and you did your thing, and they stayed back home in the small town that you're from. Or maybe like one of your friends who was in that friend group is addicted to hard drugs now. Like maybe they were in a car accident, they got really hurt, and now they're addicted to opiates.
Hooked on the perks,
right?
And now they're fucking with the hard tar.
Make a group chat with all of those people, all of those friends, both the drug addicts and the architects, because people change over time. And send this video to all of them.
Yeah. I had one I was gonna say, but I forgot it.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean.
It's all right. No, it's okay. I get it. You get in the zone. You want to get it out. Yeah.
Right. Send it to a slug.
Yeah. Send it to your neighbor. Maybe.
I want you to go outside right now, and I want you to look for the first bug you see, and I want you to put him in a cup and put a lid on the cup with some holes so he doesn't die. And I want you to sit your phone in front of the cup and make him watch this whole episode.
And you should do. Everyone should do the same thing. If you have a cat or a small dog, do the same thing, but with a large Tupperware barrel or cardboard box.
You could put a big dog in a tote.
A big, yeah. Oh, for sure.
Actually, if you got a big dog, just put it on your TV. And he'll
honestly, any animal. What you should do, if you can, have your TV as a second monitor to your computer, and have two different tabs, dual like split screen on the TV. One playing generic like wildlife, whatever. One of those like look up like videos for cats or dogs or whatever on YouTube. And have that playing, and then also our video on YouTube.
Or like when you leave your house and your dog is home,
both of those when you just go to work. Yeah,
loop this on the TV. We need the watch time.
Yeah, and also we'll talk to your dog. Who's a good boy?
Who's a good girl?
Who's a good puppy? Who's a good puppy?
Oh my word! Do you want to go for a walk? Do you want to go for a walk?
Well, no, you can't say that. They're gonna get excited because then they won't get to go on a you know what.
I'm sorry, on a little slow run.
You can't say that. Yeah. Can't talk about slow.
Do you want to eat? Are you hungry? Do you want dinner?
Are you hungry? Do you want some food?
Do you need to go outside? Do you need to go outside and go
potty? Who wants some food
and
a walk outside, and a walk and food and a walk and outside? So play this for your animals. Leave this playing in your house.
That's the theme of this episode. So we watched The Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, that's Star Wars Episode 9.
Episode
this
9.
Movie, 9. 7, 8 this movie.
That's true. That's true. And 8, 8.
8, just 8. Simple as.
This is, and we'll talk about this
shit,
at the
this
end.
movie. We both watched this movie, zero expectations.
Well, I expected.
We saw
I
it.
had expectations. They were low.
Yes, non-high expectations, I should say. Expectations of bad.
Grandeur.
We both watched this, whatever the opposite of grandeur is.
I think this movie.
This film, yeah. So we both watched this in theaters when it came out. Christmas of 2019. Did not like it. I don't think I hated it. I think I just
hated it.
I was
But I was still on the high of Last Jedi.
That's what it was.
I was the only person in the world who liked Last Jedi when this movie came. Me and Joshua Clemens were the only two people on planet Earth who liked Last Jedi.
I liked Last Jedi. I never liked it as much as you nerds, because you're just Ryan. Look, I like some of the Rian Johnson films. What the fuck does he know about green milk?
What does he know about Star Wars?
What the fuck does he know about the Star Wars?
After watching it last week and after seeing this movie, does it make you appreciate Last Jedi more?
Oh no, 100%. And I mean, I've always been a Last Jedi enjoyer and defender. But you guys just.
Right, whole nother level.
Yeah, I mean, it's still just Star Wars at the end of the day. Like, same with Empire. Like, as much as I love Empire, he kissed his sister. Like, at the end of the day, it's just Star Wars. Like, it's I mean, I love Star Wars. Even New Hope, I love New Hope. Even I rewatched Return of the Jedi. It's those films are good, but it's just Star Wars. It's just
Wars.
Fucking.
It's just Seventh Samurai.
It's Dune and. Fucking Hidden Fortress, whatever the fucking Akira Kurosawa movie is, and a little bit of Flash Gordon, maybe.
Right.
And that's all it. Like, that's all it. It's fine. It's fine.
He kissed his
that's
sister.
all. It doesn't have to be. He kissed his sister.
He
kissed his sister.
Anyway,
and that's fine. That's all it has to be, and it's okay.
But no, so I'm riding off the high of or the low of Last Jedi being a movie that I love and everybody else hates, and then
it's like a roller coaster.
Who was it? Josh Trank was supposed to make this movie. They laid out the trilogy, and it was J.J. Abrams.
That's who it. Yeah,
Rian Johnson, Josh Trank.
Yeah.
Well, Fan Four Stick comes out and it's horrible.
I knew I was thinking Fan Four Stick and Chronicle for some reason.
Right. That was the reason. And so Disney fired him. They're just like, yeah, we're not doing this. Fired. You're done. And then they gave it to Rian Johnson.
Right.
They gave this movie to Rian Johnson because Last Jedi had test screened really well.
Right, and then the movie came out,
and Star Wars nerds ruined
are the worst. I hate Star Wars nerds. If you're watching this movie and you
like Star Wars
a nerd, if you like Star Wars,
everyone
I don't like you.
Nobody's watching this video.
No one's watching this. No one's watching this in general. All our subscribers are robots. All our fucking viewers are fucking paid actors.
Prove that you're not by commenting with your tongue.
Comment down below with your tongue or any other
body part,
strange appendage on your body. Maybe your nose or an earlobe, perhaps an eyelash, if you can. If you're one of those people that can turn your eyelids inside out, one of those freaks that that was running around the playground flipping their eyelids inside out. I know, like fucking at least. Look, our videos are doing numbers now, all right? At least one of these fucking people are
for sure
are a freak.
One out of every 1,000 has to be able to do that.
Surely, I'd say more like a couple hundred, like one out of every 2.
Oh, for sure. I knew 2 or 3 people in my elementary school.
Yeah, no, I knew a lot.
Now, whether or not they're still practicing that as adults,
right. But if at any point you could try it again,
that you can do that.
I mean, I think it's something everyone can do. It's just if you're willing to do it.
I've always tried though, and I've never been able to.
I mean, I tried, but I feel like it's like a mental thing. Like it's like they say like it's as easy to bite through your finger as it is like eating a carrot.
Which is there's no way that's true because bone is like stronger than concrete. You ever try to bite through concrete?
I think it's like it's like if you bite the joint, like it's like
right. You ever try to bite through concrete?
Like it just kind of cracks though, but it's like I've eaten concrete. That's concrete, baby. Cement. That's concrete, baby.
But anyway,
if we had an editor, pop that meme up on the screen.
If we had an editor, the usable part of our videos would be like 5 minutes long.
Hold on, wait. I'm gonna pull up this meme.
I'm gonna keep talking while you do it. But anyway, so this movie comes out. And I remember just absolutely despising it. I liked it more now the second time that I've seen it, but I still hate it. And we're going to really kind of jump into the why. That's concrete, baby.
Cement. That's concrete, baby. Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe if it's concrete,
if you're watching on YouTube. Comment down below. Cement. That's concrete,
we don't talk
baby.
About the people listening on the podcast platforms. If you're listening on one of our podcast platforms, go ahead and leave a review on the podcast.
That's true. Yeah, a lot of people. Maybe a lot of people are listening. Use your tongue or nose or earlobe or whatever you want to use. Just do it. No, our most loyal fan, my father, is listening on fucking Spotify or Apple Podcasts, one of those things probably.
And then
if Pandora has a podcast for that
one, Daddy Savage. Anyway, we're going to talk about at the tail end of this, so stick around for the very end. We're going to talk about whether or not this is the worst Star Wars movie of all of them.
Which it's a spoiler alert. It's not. sorry to tell you.
I was not. Daniel, I was
it's not. Like I'm sorry, but it's
tease.
Okay, yeah, sure. Is this the worst Star Wars movie ever?
I don't know.
By the way, check out the first my first appearance on the Semi-Pro Film Show before I killed Josh and started wearing his skin and replaced him on the podcast where we reviewed the prequel trilogy of Star Wars.
We did. You weren't on unrelated. Phantom Menace.
I didn't watch Phantom Menace. I didn't actually watch Attack of the Clones, but I was there. I think I lost a bet with Josh or something, so I just showed up, and then I never left. Now I'm stuck.
And he left.
You bought me a microphone, and now I'm stuck. I can't leave. But Josh got out.
Because I didn't buy his microphone. He bought his own.
Right. And also because I killed him and started wearing his skin like Buffalo Bill.
His skin, but only on your back, not on your face. All right, so the plot. Yeah. We got to get into the plot.
Oh, shit.
We're 15 minutes into this and we haven't
That's
started
fine. This is such a stupid, easy plot. Okay, it opens. It's so stupid and generic. It's like a Marvel movie.
It
sci-fi
very
like
much
TV.
feels like a
It's very
Marvel movie,
don't
sci-fi
get me wrong.
original. Also, one of the
It
Star
still
Wars Disney Plus
looks
shows.
kind of good. Like, it doesn't look bad. It's
It
just
doesn't look great.
I mean, it doesn't look great, but it doesn't look like it's still,
It's got 2000. It's got 2020's Marvel gloss.
It's got a glow. It's got a shine.
It's got a glaze.
But it's still, I mean, look at the glaze. Look at the glaze. But it's fine. It's fine. All that aside, it's fine.
Okay.
It's just there's a feel to it. Like it's not the way it looks. It's the way it feels. It's like clustered and crowded and just like it's a fight. It's a Marvel movie.
I said
it's
much
MCU,
later on, like very
we
almost
realized later on, but
it might be the volume from The Mandalorian.
Right, yeah. But
like
no, I thought you were going to say about it feeling like an MCU movie.
No.
I mean, I remember thinking that, like, I feel like watching it the first time.
On,
yeah. But I mean, like, even watching it the first time in theaters, like, I remember thinking it feels like a MCU schlock fest.
Right.
But that was either before or right after Endgame, which was, I mean, that was the peak of it. You know?
That's true. I mean, this was a year after Endgame. Later on, we kind of hit the realization kind of hit that it very much feels like the Disney Plus Star Wars shows because it feels like it was shot on the Mandalorian volume set.
It looks
and I don't
like
think
that
it
weird
was
volume VR thing, whatever the fuck it is. It was, maybe it wasn't. Maybe it's just a similar effects team, or feeling, whatever the fuck it is.
But with the Mandalorian, you can kind of feel this sense of like they really don't walk more than 15 steps in a single scene,
right?
Because they can't, right? And it looks great outside of that.
There's a part of me that kind of likes that on Mandalorian because it feels like a old like Western or something where it's like it's like it almost feels like they're on a set because of that, even though it's like I know they're not. I can tell, I can see that this is.
But for the most part,
CGI
visually,
VR, whatever.
You can't tell in Mandalorian, I don't think.
I mean, you can't, but you can. You can't
once
tell.
You know, because I watched the whole first season of Mandalorian and didn't know, and then I saw the second season came out, and I was like, oh yeah, so they never move more than like 10 feet in any direction.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's how this movie
isn't
feels.
about Mandalorian. This is
man, what I would give for it to be.
Right. Yeah, it is. There's force healing. Mandalorian did that first or maybe after. Who knows? I don't know.
We looked it up and can't remember.
I couldn't figure it out, really. I got confused by the dates. I couldn't remember the order of months. I got a lot I was thinking about. There's the 30 days has September, June and November.
June, July I dropped something. I double dare you.
I global glare you.
Mr. Glover, okay, Mr. Gloves.
Okay, Kylo Ren, loving
Kylo
the time
Glover.
Of Kylo Ren. Glublo shit. He's flying to
the best character in any of these sequels.
Yeah, the coolest, most consistent character in these movies is going I don't remember where he's going initially. What happened? Where'd you go? He's fucking doing something. Going to some planet to get the MacGuffin pyramid thing. I don't remember where he goes to get that, but with that he flies into like a sun, and then
he's going. He finds it. We don't know where he finds it.
I don't remember where he finds it. Maybe he's
attacking those like little cool Star Wars characters in a sick fight.
Right.
He gets it, and then he goes through the sun to get to.
Then he goes to the Sith planet, which is through the sun or whatever.
It's called like El Gato or something.
El Guga Guga Glup. It's Glup fucking shit. Oh, fuck off.
I mean, yes, but but that's just everything in Star Wars.
That's where the term. That's where it comes.
Right.
When it comes. So yeah, he gets that. We find out instantly within the first fucking 5-10 minutes. Palpatine's alive.
They don't even set it up. Like
they don't build to it. They don't set it up. They don't.
There's no fanfare to it, which I guess I kind of appreciate.
I mean, I get it. Like it's cool. It's almost like a.
It's not cool.
It's not cool, but it's like a reversal of expectations. It's an interesting idea. If that was the point, if J.J. Abrams was thinking that much, or if he just sucks.
J.J. Abrams just doesn't know how to end a story.
Right. So yeah, that.
Yeah, Palpatine says something about how he created Snoke.
He says he made Snoke,
and then he says every voice you've ever heard was me.
Sure, something about all the Sith are in this planet, and he's all of them.
He doesn't say that until later.
We'll get to that. But
Poe says that. I'll give my theory later. But then we cut back to because Poe and Finn are now on this mission from a spy, like some sort of First Order spy.
Right.
There's this little green
First Order spy within
There's a dude with like chin horns.
Yeah, he's got horns and also chin horns.
It's pretty sick. It's a nice little design, practical. I think.
Yeah, whatever.
Probably
says
not.
that you gotta. Who cares? He says, "I have something from the spy within the First Order. You have to go glup this shito.
Go give it to Leia.
Go give it to Leia. Rest in peace, Carrie Fisher.
Because Carrie Fisher was dead, and we're about to talk about that.
She died.
She died
before
the release of Last Jedi.
Yeah.
But in their grand plan for these movies, because they had one, their plan was to kill off one of the three of them in each of the movies. And so they killed off Han Solo in the first one because they knew they wouldn't get Harrison Ford back. They killed off...
But didn't they? Did they? Will they? Who knows? We'll see.
They're all going to be in this movie. Anyway.
Are they going to come back? Well.
They killed off Harrison Ford in the first movie, or Han Solo.
Han Solo died of ball fart.
Luke Skywalker died of
force death to himself.
He killed himself? He died of autoerotic asphyxiation?
He died the way all the fucking Force people have died. They just fucking force themselves out. Robin Williams style. Rest in peace.
And Robin Williams' son from that movie.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm no expert, but... anyway. So the plan is to kill Princess Leia, but she's of course have to have her still alive.
Dead.
But
so what they did was J.J. Abrams went back to the last two movies. They CGI'd over Leia's clothes.
They archived footage, CGI'd it.
And it looks great.
They Sopranos Tony's mom did. It looked good. It was just. All the lines, everything she said was just it was so blatant,
so vague and generic.
Like it was just it was like fucking NPC dialogue and like a bad like RPG where like
and then it
only has like one answer to everything you say, you know?
And then they wrote
it's all just vague shit about the Force or anything that says the character's name that she's fucking talking to.
And then they wrote the scenes around those lines. So like for instance, there's one where she's talking to Rey.
You know.
There's one where she's talking to Rey, and I think BB-8 is there, and BB-8 is going.
And there's like
and
one
Rey's
line
like, I can't
press the droid.
I can't complete my training. It's whatever. And then BB-8's like, beep, 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 beep. And she's like, no, BB-8, like it's really challenging. And then Leia says,
never doubt the droid.
Never doubt a droid. And it's like, okay.
It's like, okay, she said that in a context that probably made sense, but now it's
probably
just
said it. It was probably a cutscene from The Force Awakens when R2-D2 wakes up or something, and like my brain is piecing these things together, and it doesn't work. It's hilarious.
It's just very blatant, and it shouldn't be funny because it's meant to be this wholesome send off to this like legendary. It's her last movie. I mean, she's dead. She. Rest in peace.
Technically, it wasn't her movie.
No,
she was dead.
It wasn't her
when they started filming.
Right. I don't know how that works, but there was also the CGI young her in both this and Rogue One.
Rogue One came out
before this, I think.
Before she died. Rogue One came out following Force Awakens.
Maybe it came out. It came out maybe after.
No, because it was Force
It
Awakens,
was in
Rogue
between Force
One,
Awakens
Last
and
Jedi, Solo. This.
So that was just DH. It still looked bad in that. It looked
Yeah, for
worse
sure.
in this though.
It was a stand-in. I mean, it was a full CGI face. It wasn't de-aging like they've done.
Was it not? There was no her face for reference.
No, there was no her face for reference.
Really? I figured.
I mean, there may have been some her face for reference,
like
but
it wasn't her. It wasn't her standing like that. Like I know they did that with Luke on Mandalorian. Like it was actually Mark Hamill,
right? And then they did that for Dial of Destiny, which is the best one.
Right. Other than the voice.
The voice.
I'm Indiana Jones. I'm young. I'm young Indiana Jones.
Since I actually look like this.
Oh, you Nazis! Oh, take that, Nazi!
And it's his body too, so his movements are just like,
right. Yeah, it's old man punching.
We should watch Dial of Destiny. No, dear, please,
we should do it Indiana Jones.
We should not Dial of Destiny.
We could watch it.
No, not yet. Give it some time to settle. I hated it. Anyway,
watch it.
Actually, I didn't hate it. It was fine.
I liked it more than or as much as Crystal Skull. Maybe
I like Crystal Skull a little more.
I feel like it could go either way depending on like my
which
mood.
one I saw the most recently.
Right. I feel it's I don't know. It's just one of those things like,
Crystal Skull's got that it factor kind of thing. Crystal Skull, even though it is a big studio movie, Crystal Skull doesn't feel Disney. It doesn't feel like a Disney film.
Is the thing, it's got Shia LaBeouf. He's a cannibal.
They murdered him.
Right, he died in Vietnam. Yeah.
Right. Anyway, back to this movie. I don't really want to talk about the Leia stuff too much more because none of it matters. No scene with Leia.
It doesn't matter, and it's like I get what they were going for. They worked with what they had to try and give Carrie Fisher a nice, wholesome send off, and it didn't really work. But it was
didn't at all.
It was.
They should have killed her off camera.
Maybe so. Maybe they should have just done just some flashbacks to like motivate a character. Maybe they could have still done a little Force Ghost type thing where she just doesn't say much.
Do the thing at the end where Luke and Leia are standing next to each other.
Force Ghost for sure. Maybe another one where she just like shows up and just like says one thing she said before, like just may the force is with you always, whatever. Force
for sure. Take the scene from Last Jedi where she says, "May the force be with you." Bam, it's done, kind of thing. So I don't really want to talk much more.
But either way,
we'll move
from that. We'll talk about the plot of this movie.
And Rey has been training.
Rey's crashed. She's floating herself and a bunch of rocks. Maybe also BB-8 does this cool little fucking casual flip to land. It's sick as fuck. She just like slowly fucking like flip. It's like she's just like lazily rolling out of bed. It's tight.
She's very easily and of course people don't like it because
she's a Marisu. She's too powerful.
If you can't give a reason for not liking Rey other than her being a Mary Sue, you're sexist.
We're correct.
You know what I'm saying? Like
she's dope. She's chill.
And also probably the most powerful Jedi we've seen in any of these movies so far.
Definitely the most powerful main character Jedi, probably.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I meant, like the ones that we follow in the movies.
Yeah, and I feel like that's kind of been like they've progressively they have to get more powerful. Like obviously they have to make Anakin more powerful than Luke, so now they have to make her more powerful than either of them. Right.
Well, Jedi in the prequels were more powerful than Luke or Vader, and then and so on, right?
And yeah, whatever. So she's.
We'll find out why in a little bit.
Right. So something fucking happens. What happens?
So this is when the line happens because Poe Dameron they decrypt the message from the spy.
Right. They figure out the spy message. Somehow Palpatine has returned. Oh my god.
And it's the dumbest line.
So he's
with the
back.
worst delivery.
They go somewhere. They go to some fucking planet.
Somehow Palpatine's returned.
Somehow Palpatine has returned.
So now what they have to do is they have to find the same little pyramid MacGuffin
thing.
Well, Luke was looking for the
Yes.
Pyramid MacGuffin. Rey finds that in his books.
Luke was, he was looking for the Pyramid MacGuffin leads to the planet, which Luke was searching for, looking for the.
And they find out this
pyramid
planet,
shit.
right? The planet's not on any sort of maps. It's nowhere to be found because it's a secret.
It's just some old
and Poe
secret
says something
Sith
about it.
legend.
He says like, "Oh, it's a Sith sanctuary or something.
It's like the Sith homeworld or something.
Right.
Some Sith fucking
Some
something,
stupid Sith
dude.
thing.
It's the Sith, that's like the Jedi, but they're evil, and this is like it's like in a video game. Like there's like the places in the video game where you go and it's like red, and that means it's like a bad guy. Like it's one of their bases. This is one of those, but this is like the top one. Like it had like a crown. Like it's like the top bad guy. Like it's like the top bad guy location. Like it's like the top bad guy location. Like so they go to a planet. There's a festival happening there.
Lando.
Lando shows that Lando saves them from fucking something. Who knows what?
And he says, "I'm Billy D. Williams. Would you like a Colt 45?"
My name is Billy D. Williams. I drink Colt 45, and I do not remember where I am.
Because I'm the
They
oldest
just
man
told me
to
to
ever
say
exist.
these lines. I was born in the year 0. That's when I was born. 0.
BC.
It's always easy. It's always I wouldn't 0 BC and AD be the same.
Yeah, they're the same year. Like there's only 1 0. I was born in the year 2 trillion BC.
I was born in the year 0, so it's always easy to remember my birthday. I just look at the biggest number on the calendar.
He's older than 2024 years old.
Just let me have this, okay?
Okay,
I know he was there with fucking Adam and Eve, okay? I know he was the one that gave him the apple, okay? I know everything about Billy D. Williams. I know the apple was actually Colt 45, okay? You don't have to tell me this, all right? I know these things about Billy D. Williams.
I was there when Cain killed Abel.
I was there when Jesus had his moment of doubt and pain.
Well, that would have been, if he was born in 0, that would have been historically possible.
Right, could have been there. Yeah, I was going off your
Jesus.
Thing.
That would have made him and Jesus the same age.
Right. Yeah, but I was going for the devil thing. That's from the
right
from the Stone song. I guess that too. Yeah, but what's the
Mel Gibson made that movie.
For the devil?
He hates.
Mel Gibson is like Kanye West. Mel Gibson and Kanye West dislike the same group of people. Comment down below if you know what that group is.
Comment down below if you also don't like that.
It was Dalton Barrett that just said that.
Nah, what's his name?
It was Dalton Barrett, who was a quarter Jewish.
No.
Who
What's
just
his
said
name?
That. Who?
The guy who said that?
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Who said it?
Which thing?
I don't know.
Dana White, maybe. Thing I said or the thing you said? What are we? What's happening right now?
Billy D. Williams.
So Billy D. Williams shows up on Lando Calrissian.
He's the coolest character in all of Star Wars.
He's undercover as some bounty hunter looking dude again because he was in fucking.
I don't really know what he's doing here.
Who cares? It
doesn't matter.
He was undercover as some guard.
I'm just happy they didn't give him the same mask. Because they did that in Solo. He gets the mask. It's one of the
the glup shitto fucking
fan service line.
But the dice moment.
The dice moment from Solo. Dice, the thing nobody remembers. Nobody knew was in the Millennium Falcon until Solo. That's your big emotional moment. Not his blaster, not his hat. That's
right.
Indiana Jones.
Whatever. Who cares? Not his jacket, not his whip.
The jacket he wore for the next 40 years, so he stinks. Even postpartum. No, it's birth. Even post-mortem. Postpartum is death, isn't it?
Postpartum, yeah.
Postpartum is birth. Postmortem is death. Posthumous, that's the one.
Posthumous, that's...
Posture. Stand up straight.
Pasta.
Eat it.
Pasta point of no return. Oh, fuck.
Popsicle. Cold
Stanzel. There's a park
juice for your
nearby
mouth.
me. Pop Stanzel Park. Comment down below if you live in the greater Palm Harbor area and you've been to Pop Stanzel Park.
Anyway, they
Lando Calrissian. He's there.
Lando
He's
Calrissian.
cool.
Then the First
He's
Order
awesome.
finds them.
Something. The stormtroopers can fly now. It's fucking dumb.
Oh, and then they say it. And then they say it. It's not just enough for them to fly. C-3PO goes,
they have to
"Oh,
say
they can fly now," and Finn goes, "They can fly now." And then Poe goes, "They can fly now."
It's fucking dumb. It's stupid. It's whatever. So then there's a cool little action chase scene that's actually very fun, and it's a cool. The stormtroopers are riding on this weird tank tread.
Yeah,
it's like a tank tread motorcycle. It's dope. It's tight.
Call that awesome. A tankter cycle.
I won't, but you can.
I can. Whatever you won't, though.
Whatever the thing is, they're riding it. Okay, they're riding it, and they chase
tanker.
They all get it's the chase scene from fucking the Forest Moon of Fuckdor from.
It is. It's the indoor chase scene mixed with the pod race.
They get right, yeah, because it's on a desert planet.
Because it's
like
sandy.
The pod race, and they knock all the stormtroopers off, but maybe one of them, and then they chase them to a fucking little gravel pit, and
the only one in it that you can see at all.
Yeah, there's just like a gravel quicksand pit that they fall into, and
it sends them into a cave. It's really weird. In the moment, I was like, "Oh, this is super cool," and then looking back,
it's not weird that it sent them to a cave. That would have been a fine little bait and switch. Like, oh, they're gonna die. Oh no, they just felt. But it's the way that it showed it. Like, it just showed them sinking in. Then it settled. Like, oh, they sunk in, and then it just cut to.
It cut to Leia.
A different scene. It was Leia. Yeah, it was a Leia.
It cut to Leia,
scene
and she says one line.
Her just with random rebels.
And she's just like, never lose the spark of hope. And
everyone was just talking around her.
The guy comes up and he's like, the Millennium Falcon has got all this damage, whatever. And
the
she
guy
goes,
from Lost.
I need you to speak something more optimistic. And he's just like, we're gonna fix the ship. And then it cuts back to them in the cave.
Right, it's back. Yeah, there's no and it's like sure, I'm not an idiot. I can fucking.
But what's
tell,
really dumb is that in this cave, the one cave that they accidentally fell in is where they find the dagger they need.
Right. Well, I think maybe they were trying to get there. I don't know. I don't know if they ever said that. Maybe I'm just assuming that because it would make more sense.
Because it would actually make a lick of sense.
Some sort of tracker thing they were trying to follow, and it led them to, because they were getting chased. Who cares? Whatever. They find the fucking MacGuffin dagger that, it's also a weird compass thing, but we'll get to that, I guess.
I was asleep for that portion of the movie.
For you now, but it's a dagger, and it's got some Sith writing. C-3PO reads it, but he won't give it to them because it's against his protocol to translate Sith evil.
And I like
evil
that.
Sith, and that's cool. It's a fun little thing. It's a nice
and it gives
simple little stupid plot point. It's like it gives them
this movie a great little Star Wars romp. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, and then it gives them a good little ultimatum decision kind of thing later. It's like, whatever.
Which we can go ahead and jump to that because they escape the planet. They think Chewbacca's dead, but he's not. Rey fights Kylo Ren, and then they get off the planet.
Rey. Oh, reveal of Rey's lightning powers. She uses her lightning to blow up a ship. She never uses it again. She thought, not once. Not even when she was fighting other lightning man.
Yeah.
No, well, it was just. I think the point of that reveal was just, she's a Palpatine. Palpatine's the only one who's ever had. But had we already gotten the Palpatine reveal?
No, we hadn't.
Point about her,
and they don't really say. They treat it as a reveal later on. So here it's just supposed to be like a setup.
Yeah, it's just a right. It
doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Who cares? It happens. She blows up the ship. She thinks Chewbacca's on it. Everyone thinks Chewbacca's dead.
She thinks she murdered Chewbacca. Nobody's mad about it for her, but I'd be pretty upset.
I mean, I get it. Like, you can't blame someone for that. Like,
you can't blame somebody for literally shooting lightning at a ship,
right?
With their force powers.
Power. It's not really it's their fault, but it's also it's not really. It's like, I don't know, it's like, Luke was learning the Force, he accidentally fucking throws Chewbacca out the fucking
Luke
window or
drops
something,
some rocks. Rey shoots a ship with lightning
Right.
and
I mean,
blows it up.
Let's be real. Luke pretty easily could have accidentally crushed Yoda with some rocks. He wasn't that focused during his training. Let's be real.
Sure.
If Yoda was as fucked up and old and hobbly as he was in Return of the Jedi and Empire, Luke probably would have crushed him with some rocks. That's all I'm gonna say on it. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, I know that's not.
He was just on Luke's back so he could maneuver.
No, he was.
They made him hobbly like that because the puppet could barely move.
Sure, but he was meant to be a little more like mentally there, like he could still lift the thing,
well, yeah,
the
he's
ship
in
out of the swamp.
like one scene in Return of the Jedi, and
he dies. Yeah, like I get it. That's what I'm saying. Like it's he would have gotten crushed, and I know that's not the same as blowing up a ship with lightning powers, but
none of this is important because we got to move on.
But it doesn't matter because he's alive, and they find Babu Frick. He talks like this. He goes, "My name is Babu Frick."
Reads C-3PO's brain and then erases it.
He hacks his brain to get the hack brain of the Sith code. He has to erase his brain. Spoiler alert: it doesn't matter. They restore.
It was such a cool thing, and I liked it. I liked there being consequences.
It was very fun. It was like, it was there are legitimate consequences.
Especially with this movie as like the closing chapter of the Skywalker saga. C-3PO was in the first movie being created, and he's in this one losing his memory. It's a perfect bookend, but they didn't have the stones to
but they can't do it. They can't do shit. They can't stick to anything in these fucking movies because they're cowards. Every last one of them.
And cows.
I don't know quite exactly about that one, but it wouldn't surprise me. I know that's a cow, but I don't know if that's what a cow sounds like. Okay, so Babu Frick does that. He loses his memory. Then
then C-3PO says,
happens.
C-3PO, humans, your war relations. What's your name?
And Babu Frick goes, nice to meet you.
My name is Babu Frick.
Yeah, that's
like that. It's fucking
but his
awesome.
voice is really high. He's like, my name is Babu Frick.
It's really high, but it's also like. It's got that that classic Star Wars
it's high but raspy.
My name is Babu Frick. My name is Babu Frick. I'm Babu Frick. I'm Babu Frick.
Yeah, it's great. He's awesome. He's cool. He's just like this little fucking gremlin freak.
Even though he's speaking to a translator droid, he decides to do it in English. It's great.
Right. Because it's funny. Well, because he said it to him in English,
Right. So Rey, they all go back and realize that Leia has put herself in a coma.
Yeah, she comaed herself because of her son. Died of a broken heart.
She's not dead yet. She's in a coma. And then Rey's like, I've got to go find Palpatine. And the rest of them are like, well, we're coming with you.
Then, so they end up on...
No, what am I saying? Rey
first
goes
to
the
water planet.
the water planet happens first.
They're on the water planet.
They go back, talk to Leia,
that's when
to the water planet. Rey and Kylo fight?
Yeah, well, first there's the reveal with the dagger that it's also a compass, and it shows this fucking broken down ship. So Rey and Kylo fight. It's really boring.
It's boring. It's just like the one from Revenge of the Sith.
It's such a cool concept, just like Revenge of the Sith. It's this cool concept. It's like, this water planet, and they're on this derelict fucking ship.
And it's the first time they've ever...
It's
the first time in two movies that they've been around each other.
Yeah. But so they're fighting, and it sucks, but it's
long.
It's a very cool concept, and it's long and it's boring, and it's a lot of fucking shitty jump cuts, and it's never showing anything actually happening. It's just whatever. It's no fucking them fighting all the Imperial guards in the throne room in Last Jedi. It's not that. Close. It's not even them fighting in the woods in.
It's not remotely close to the coolness of either of those.
No,
it's not even as cool as the opening fight of Kylo Ren destroying all of those natives.
Right. Yeah. No, that one was sick. That one was actually hard.
So anyway, Rey after this decides to go to...
How does that fight end? I don't remember.
With Han Solo.
Well, I know that's what happens
no,
after
Rey
it.
stabs
How do they
Kylo
actually
Ren
stop?
and then
Oh yeah,
immediately heals him.
she kills Kylo Ren with his own lightsaber, and then she uses her newfound force healing power to heal him.
Like immediately.
Which is, I mean, it's dumb, but it's whatever.
It's dumb, but it's fine. It sets up the force healing power, and I think that the force should have always been able to heal people.
Yeah, I mean, force healing power, that makes perfect sense. It's whatever. I mean, the force is literally a MacGuffin that, I mean, throughout the original trilogy, they just did whatever to it, whatever fucking fit their goddamn narrative. Like it was, and probably even more so with the prequels. I don't care or know enough about to fucking whatever. Fuck
yeah, because in the prequels they could like fly basically.
Right. Yeah. No, probably especially so with the prequels, but whatever. It's the Force. And that's what you do.
Rey escapes, and then Han Solo comes back. Han Solo comes back and
talks to Kylo Ren,
and then Kylo Ren says,
"I know what I have to do." Really stupid and it's dumb. He says, "I know what I have to do, but I don't know if this." And it's sweet and wholesome, but it's dumb.
It's Kylo Ren's redemption.
It is, yeah. It's nice, and he throws his lightsaber, which is dumb, but then it has some good payoff, I guess. You know,
I don't know.
He gets his mom's
I am
lightsaber.
of the mindset. Kylo Ren is my favorite character in all of these movies, and I've always been of the mindset. Even I remember going into this movie, Kylo Ren, I feel like was sort of beyond redemption.
Kind of. I mean, yeah. Even after killing your pops, that's a tough one to be redeemed
from. Then trying to kill his mom by blowing up the ship.
Right.
Not to mention the whole multi-planet
he's also just like space Hitler. Yeah, there's the whole thing where he's space Hitler, which
like Vader may have been
was
close.
Darth Vader, kind of.
Vader was close. But Vader I don't know. I feel like Vader never came across as like I'm beyond redemption.
He was like Vader was like space Stalin. Kylo Ren was more like space Hitler.
Right.
You know,
right?
Like it's yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It just feels like a point where when they redeemed Kylo Ren, I was a little bit like, okay, well, I don't know.
It's dumb, but it's also like it's Star Wars. Like it's. Yeah, like what more can you say?
Right, I guess that's true. You gotta redeem the bad guy at the end of a trilogy, or make a bad guy at the end of a trilogy.
Either one, but I mean, at least with this one, this
time he's likable.
He's likable, and also they kind of
he has a personality.
With Last Jedi, he has a personality, of course, but I mean, with Last Jedi, they were like
that was a Darth Vader doesn't have a
Rey.
personality joke.
Right, I got it. Thanks for explaining.
You're welcome.
Darth Vader
Peter
has
Griffin
no personality.
Here to explain the joke.
He's Peter Griffin here. Darth Vader is a bland, generic character that was made even more bland and boring by trying to
humanize him,
trying to flesh out his character and humanize him in the prequels.
Anyway,
fuck those movies.
So Kylo Ren's a good guy.
Watching.
Kylo Ren's
a good guy. Like he kind of was in Last Jedi for a little bit till he wasn't
like half
again.
A second, but then the power.
But
went
even
to his
when
head.
Power went to his head, but he was still like he was.
I don't know that he was ever a good guy. He was just he killed the bad guy to become.
To become the more bad guy, kind of, but also he was. I don't know. He was chill,
right?
You know,
and he turned Hux into a tiny little cube.
For a bad guy, he's chill. You know,
he's one of my. He might be my favorite Star Wars.
He's one of the chillest Star Wars. Definitely the chillest Star Wars.
For sure. He might be my favorite.
Maybe, yeah.
I mean, I do. I love Darth Vader. Don't get me wrong.
Darth Vader's like, I'm gonna shit on Darth Vader all day, but he's cracked. He's, I love me some Vader. He's a cool space samurai. He's whatever. He's dope. Kylo Ren, shit, bro. That lightsaber,
the helmet,
the mask in this movie. I know what I have to do.
And it's Adam Driver, dog. He's driving.
Yeah, I fucks with some Adam Driver. He drives.
2001.
Right, he drives his ship into those towers.
Into the Space Odyssey. was what I was
Right.
going for.
There was those 2 space odysseys in
Isn't that a David
space.
Bowie song? Anyway, David Bowie song.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Rey decides after this to go to Octu. She talks to Luke, and Luke's like, "Don't give up," and he's wearing the worst wig I've ever seen.
Where the fuck is Octu?
It's the island he was on.
Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah, she destroys her ship that she used to flow there. Whoa.
And so Luke Force Ghost Luke pulls his ship out of the water.
With shitty wig, tells her not to give up and believe in Jedi and whatever, and then pulls his old shitty fucking X-wing ship out of the water.
And there's no way it works. But anyway, she uses it to fly to Palpatine's planet.
All the way to this fucking Sith planet.
Through a sun.
To get there, yeah. Fucked up.
But when she gets there, like, his ship pings the rest of the Resistance, and they go too, and everybody meets her there, and then her and Kylo Ren fight Palpatine, and it's just the most generic Marvel movie ending. The ships start exploding. Palpatine shoots lightning into the sky.
Lightning laser into the sky, and it explodes all the... It's fucking...
Lando's there, and he goes, "Wahoo!"
When Lando's there, he does the thing. Poe also does a little wahoo type thing. It's not wahoo, but he goes yahoo or some shit like that. And it's
and then
whatever.
Kylo Ren gets tossed into a pit. Palpatine,
he gets
sucks their soul out.
He sucks their soul because there was like some special force power connection between them.
It was something like their connection fueled them because they're in love.
Yeah, because they were in love, and through the Force, dark and light side. I don't know. Whatever.
It was like their love balanced the Force or something.
And he sucked that fucking power good. So he sucks their power,
and his eyes
Kylo
go
Ren.
From just glossed over,
to like a gloss,
glowing like Sith eyes,
yellow, glowing. Orange, yellow,
yeah. They were like bald people eyes. Nope, blind people eyes.
Yeah,
he had Daredevil eyes, and then he had, glowing Sith eyes.
Glowing. See, he was a Sith. Anyways,
so he becomes all of the Sith, and there's a bunch of people watching.
There's a bunch of Sith. Maybe it's the Sith. All the Sith.
The only way this makes sense to me, and it might not be true. It might not. This might not be true whatsoever. The only way this makes any semblance of sense to me, and it's based on what Poe says earlier when he's talking about the planet and all of these people who are here, is that this planet is some kind of like Sith purgatory, Sith hell, heaven, some sort of afterlife for the Sith, so that when you die you go here. And over the last 40 years Palpatine has been taking it over.
He's broken out and become the leader
and figured out how to build ships that can get from here through the sun to the main galaxy.
Right, and
it's dumb.
The Star Destroyers have Death Star lasers on them.
Yes, they do. Every single one of them has a Death Star laser,
and it's like whole fleet. Did we ever even talk? There's a whole fucking fleet of Star Destroyers. Who cares? Whatever.
So anyway, Palpatine becomes all of the Sith, and Rey becomes all of the Jedi, and Rey wins.
Rey's all of the Jedi. There's a kind of cool fight with Rey and Kylo where they both have stupid blue lightsabers. Oh, there was the sick thing because they started in different locations. Kylo was fighting all his Knights of Ren because he turned against them, they turned against him, whatever. He turned their back to them, forcing them to turn their back to him. But then he doesn't have a lightsaber. He threw his lightsaber
into the ocean,
which
was so stupid.
The ocean planet.
Why did he do that?
Why did like, it's red, but red's a cool color. Red doesn't have to be evil. You can make that shit your own, Take it back. But
just keep using it, dog. I don't understand.
But whatever. I get it. It's to have him have Leia's lightsaber redemption, his mom's. Whatever.
Never crossed my mind. It makes sense. It didn't cross my mind.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious, but whatever.
No, because he gets Anakin's lightsaber. Rey uses Leia's. Because she's holding Anakin's or Rey's lightsaber, and then
right. I guess maybe
puts it behind her back, gives it to him,
Yeah.
and then she grabs Leia's.
She passes it through the Force, which they've been establishing. They established more so in this.
So cool.
They can pass shit through the Force. They can fight through the Force. There was a dope fight scene we didn't talk about where they fight through the Force. It's like cutting between the different locations that they're both at.
Sick.
It's really cool. He
None of
uses
it
the fight
matters,
to
but
figure
it's
out where
super
she is.
sick.
It doesn't matter. Darth Vader's helmet is involved. A little fucking
Which is sick, but it
nostalgia
doesn't matter.
It's cool. It doesn't
Kylo
matter
Ren
at
knocks
all.
over a set of marbles.
It's sick. It's cool. It's awesome. But yeah, so she passes the lightsaber to him. He fights the Knights of Ren. Then I guess he teleports with the Force to her, and they
which
fight
is also awesome.
Palpatine, and it's cool. Why not? He sucks them, throws him in a pit. She takes both the lightsabers, fights him, deflects his lightning, bounces it back to him, just fucking shreds him. He just turns to fucking just
and then
skin
all
and
of the
bones
other
and
Sith
dust,
also
and he's
turn
gone.
to
And then
dust,
they,
and then the good
well,
guys
then
win,
yeah,
and that's the end of
then
the
the
movie.
lightning just shoots everywhere and explodes basically everything. And Kylo Ren's fine and alive. He crawls out.
Rey is dead.
But oh no! But Rey is
Right.
she used all her power. She's dead. She's Juliet. She's dying. Oh, and then he uses the Force heal to heal her like she used to him, and then oh no! But it uses all his power because he has to bring her back from the dead
And
because she's
then
dead,
he's
and then
dead,
he
and
dies.
then she does it to him, and then he does it
but
back to her.
First they kiss
do
before he dies, and then that doesn't actually. None of the things Dalton's saying happens. It's just the one time he dies. They kiss when he's alive for a little bit, and then he's dead. It's over. He's dead. The movie's over, and that's it. It's the celebration scene. Chewbacca finally gets his medal, and we're fucking done. That's the movie with 4 minutes to spare.
This movie is dumb.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. We talked about this while we were watching. Go check out the commentary track. Subscribe to our Patreon.
Yeah,
the problem with this
that's
movie,
all it is.
there's a lot of great stuff. There's a lot of
yeah.
really good,
and we didn't really talk about it when actually.
No, because what we had to break down was the plot, and the plot is awful.
Plot sucks, but all the individual aspects are so like it's such a fun, like classic
this
Star
is
Wars.
Probably
just like
the best Finn has been on screen. Period.
On an event. Oh yeah,
it's the best Poe has been on screen. Period.
Honestly, the best most of the characters are.
Screen, period.
I mean, other than Leia, for obvious reasons.
Kylo Ren is best shown in Last Jedi, I think.
Maybe
he's fine in this, but him in Last Jedi, dude.
Yeah,
like when he's squeezing Hux into a cube. Anyway, and when he's saying more.
Yeah.
Anyway,
but he's at least as good, if not better, than he was in Force Awakens.
For sure.
And he was great.
And the little scenes are so much fun. The scene on the desert planet,
and the little guy, the little fucking Babu Frick. He goes,
Babu Frick is great, and that whole planet. We didn't even break down what happens on that planet, but it's not important. It's super fun.
I don't remember what happens.
Where the rebel base is at. That's where Poe's girlfriend is.
Oh yeah, it's the fun little Boba Fett girlfriend, and they break in and they're all wearing dope hoods. That's sick. It's a fun little
rebel planet is super fun. The Palpatine's planet sucks, but the water planet, even outside of that water
planet, is dope. They just didn't do anything with it. Like they could have been doing some like fucking like Force shit. On boats, or like the ship they're on is collapsing. They have to like jump back and forth to something, you know.
The problem
but it's
is that all of
cool
these super good fun.
I guess there was a bit of a cool chase scene on the water planet that was kind of fun.
All of these super fun, cool ideas go to serve the plot of somehow Palpatine
has returned, and also Rey is his granddaughter.
Right?
Why did we ever even mention that?
Yes, we mentioned that. We didn't talk about the final scene. She goes back to Tatooine, and they do like a big closing thing, and then she says her name is Rey Skywalker, and it's dumb.
And it's fine, but it's cute and wholesome. She sees the Force ghosts of the Skywalker, and it's cool. It's whatever. It's good. It's fine.
It's just too on the nose. I think
it's very on the nose, but I don't know. That's kind of always what Star Wars has been.
Kind of.
And I get like this is like, don't get me wrong. This is especially blatant. Like it's, you know.
It's also, I've seen some other people point this out, and I've never really thought about it this way. It's a little, it kind of sucks a little bit for like the Skywalker heir, quote unquote, to be the granddaughter of the guy who was responsible for the death of all of the Skywalkers.
For basically all the bad stuff in Star Wars.
Right.
Yeah, I get that, but
But
also
it's also like a redemption thing, so that's fine.
It's a redemption thing. It's kind of a similar idea to the, like, I think we talked about
Rey
this
is
maybe in the
supposed to
discussion or the
be.
commentary. Rey is like Luke to what Luke is to Vader, Rey is to Palpatine type thing.
I was gonna say she's reverse Anakin.
Kind of also that.
That was gonna be, because it also
Maybe.
says the implication is that
though?
Palpatine didn't
The
get
implication?
freaky. It was more like he impregnated someone through the Force. Was kind of they implied that.
Right,
in the
right. I mean,
explanation.
no way Palpatine was fucking for sure. I mean, I
Although
couldn't tell you
maybe,
that
I mean,
much.
he was the Emperor.
I guess.
You can't say no to the Emperor.
Look, I could see someone giving Palpatine some dome, a little top. I don't.
Here's
No
the
one
thing,
was
though.
fucking.
When he was at his peak of power, which is when that would have happened, it's not like you can say no, even if you don't want
I
to
mean,
do it.
sure. I'm just saying, I don't think it was happening.
It's like Genghis Khan. You
like,
think Genghis Khan was a good-looking
Sure,
man?
well, of course,
Half of the
course
planet is a
Genghis Khan was
descendant of
fucking.
him.
But I just think it's different with the Emperor. Like, there's just like
You think it's too wrinkly?
there's a kind of no. There's just
You think
an
it's too
aura he
wrinkly?
gives. It's definitely too wrinkly, but that's not the reason. There's just an aura he gives that's just doesn't fuck. You know, it's like Joshua Clemens. You know,
So
it's
you
like
think
I
he's
just
gay?
talk. That's not what I'm saying.
So you think he's
Not everyone who
asexual?
doesn't fuck. No, maybe not by choice. Maybe just like an incel.
You think the
Like,
yeah, but if an incel was at that level of power, they could just call a woman into their throne room.
but I think, but it
and
would
make
just be.
them.
It's like a. I think it would just be like he wouldn't even know what to do. Like, he'd think he's fucking them, but he's just like his dick's just like in between their thighs or something. I don't want to talk about this. Why are we talking about this movie?
Because they made me. This movie made us talk about it.
They didn't. No one's making you talk about this. No
When
one's making
you
us do this.
give
We don't have to-
Palpatine a
Dalton,
granddaughter, you
Dalton, we don't have
imply
to
he's
do
getting
this.
some.
No one's making us do this. We don't have to do this. We can stop.
This movie's
Dalton,
dumb.
you're free. We don't have to do this podcast anymore.
Did I say this in the podcast or just in the
This movie's so goddamn dumb.
just in the commentary track? This movie reflects the way I feel about this trilogy as a whole. In that, this trilogy has really great moments. I really love The Force Awakens. I really love The Last Jedi.
It's a lot
the
of
plot
a lot
of this
good
trilogy
moments,
is dumb.
but the general idea, yeah,
The Empire's
It's
back. The good guys never won. Whatever.
It's Star Wars again.
This movie is that, and it's a really dumb plot.
It's kind of the embodiment of this trilogy.
I will say though, if you haven't seen it since it came out in theaters and you just really hate it,
let's get real. Let's get real. If we want to get real, this movie's kind of an embodiment of Star Wars.
For sure.
Because while Star Wars is like, I love the original trilogy and all those movies for different reasons on different levels, but all those original trilogy movies, but as good as they are, they're all, really cool stuff in a stupid idea that's just a knockoff of
something else,
multiple other things,
and this just happens to be a knockoff of the thing that would knocked off something else.
This is a knockoff of Star Wars knockoffs. Right, this is the best Star Wars knockoff,
or the worst.
Comment down below. Would you recommend this movie to your sister?
Probably.
Okay.
And once again, I think it's one of those things where I think it's one of those things where if you haven't seen it in a very long time and you remember just absolutely hating it, you're probably going to like it more than you did.
If you only watch this in theaters, give it a shot. Maybe throw on our commentary on Patreon to watch it.
It's true. Pay $1 and cancel it.
Maybe. It's $1.
Yeah, like you already got Disney Plus.
Pay $1 for a month. You'll get fucking
4 commentary tracks.
The ones we've uploaded. 4 of them, maybe more if you subscribe in a month.
You'll get
month
4
or so,
in a month.
You'll get like 8 or 12. Right, but I'm saying like if they subscribe in like 2 or 3 months, then they'll get like
Well, this video is not even going to be up for a while.
It'll come out in a week.
Well, I meant a while. So by the time that you're seeing this on YouTube, there will be 3 commentary tracks up on our Patreon.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's not.
Go check it out. Link in description. It is the point. It's always been the point.
Link is the point.
What?
We hinted, we teased earlier. We were gonna ask the question at the end of this.
What did you say?
I said, Link is the point.
All right, from Zelda, yeah.
Right. We were gonna ask the question: is this the worst Star Wars movie? And the answer is unequivocally no, because Attack of the Clones is the worst movie I've ever seen in my life.
Easily,
there's no movie that is worse than Attack of the Clones, Star Wars or not, regardless.
I don't think that's true. It's definitely the worst Star Wars movie, though. One of the worst movies of all time, probably like top 10.
I think Rich Evans said it.
Enough,
Rich Evans said it perfectly. He said, dollar for dollar, Attack of the Clones is the worst movie ever made.
Probably that. So
because we've seen some like Young Gary might be
shitty ones.
No, Young Gary's better than Attack of the Clones.
Oh, easily. Yeah.
We've seen some garbage, but it didn't cost nearly as much to make.
But dollar for dollar, yeah, I get that. I feel that.
I would recommend this to someone who hasn't seen it in a long time. I don't know when the next time I'll watch it is, though. Last Jedi, I go back to that movie like once a year. I'll watch it at some point when I'm trying to do a sweep.
I could see myself, in the next
3 or 4 years.
I was gonna go 2 to 5 years.
Yeah, so 3 or 4.
Somewhere in that range. Yeah, 3 or 4.
We're in the same range.
Yeah. It's like archery and guns. It's like just a various ranges. You can throw knives and hatchets and shit. It's just a range. I can see myself watching this as within the same couple weeks that I could watch.
I feel like I'd almost have to watch it with someone else.
See, I don't know about that, but I feel like I would have to watch it only if I'm watching like all the Star Wars movies, bar maybe the prequels, because I don't.
You watch one of those prequel fan edits that's all 3 of them edited together. That's what I do when I do a big Star Wars binge.
I'd look up just like the fight scenes of the prequels or something like that.
Right.
But
and then the last question we normally do is, does this movie hold up? And I think this movie does the opposite, where it does hold up, and in fact it's gotten better. Maybe I've just seen. Maybe I've seen more.
I don't know that it's gotten better. I think
garbage since then.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think this was for being an MCU schlock garbage movie, which, admittedly, this movie was at the beginning of the MCU becoming schlock garbage, and also Star Wars becoming that, and also every movie becoming that.
Right. This movie's better than, say, Book of Boba Fett.
This is better than Book of Boba Fett. This is better than fucking Ant-Man and the Wasp, Ant-Mania. It's like,
it's better than Love and Thunder.
Right.
Although I can't like Love and Thunder.
I liked Love and Thunder, but mostly only because of Christian Bale. He was
I like Christian Bale. I like Chris Hemsworth.
I like Chris Hemsworth. Yeah, he's cool. He's just. I mean, I always like his stuff.
He just does good.
Anyway,
not
Love
the
and
point.
Thunder was fine. It's not. It kind of is, though, a little bit.
This movie's fine.
This movie.
Send it to your uncle.
It's okay. It's okay.
Sit down with your uncle and watch it. This is the quintessential okay movie.
Yeah, if you're ever just like chilling at a buddy's house,
and you want to watch something you don't actually have to watch,
right? You want to you're catching up. You're just shooting the shit, but it's like the conversation's getting a little slow. You need some kind of background noise to commentate on and bounce off of, and help enrich the conversation
and heal from.
Pop this movie on, but also pull up on a separate laptop or computer our commentary track on Patreon, and a little pull up a 10-hour loop of Subway Surfers and Family Guy clips 10-hour compilation on YouTube.com.
Which we're talking about adding to the podcast, just by the way.
We're thinking about it, yeah.
Right in the middle or
I'm thinking about I feel like a good idea. I'm thinking about getting another monitor because my TV broke. Another monitor just has background So you could put Family Guy clips on your TV.
You
I
put
put Subway Surfers on mine.
Or when you cut
That's a
when
good
you
idea.
post the clips on Instagram, you could post them
Oh,
with
the
Subway
reels.
Surfers.
Yeah. Throw some. Yeah, we put a Family Guy clip.
I think
just
Family Guy
overlaid.
only works. Family Guy works above Subway Surfers. It doesn't work above a pod. You
Right.
need
This works as a replacement.
We
to
are
Family
Guy.
Yeah. Yeah, we're as
We gotta
funny
go.
as Family Guy.
Daniel, do you want to let the folks know what we're watching next week?
I don't know what we're watching. Oh, we're smoking spice and getting them feminized.
Them spice will flow, boy.
We're getting that spice will flow. We're gonna be up late at night riding they worms. Who up late at night
David
riding
Lynch
they worms?
Dune?
I have not.
Okay,
no.
you're in for a treat. I think you're gonna like it.
Can't wait.
I like it.
I
like it. A lot of people don't. I do.
The thing is, I don't really like David Lynch.
It doesn't feel. It feels a little David Lynchy. It's just hints of David Lynch.
The thing is, I think I'll like a little David Lynch. I don't like a lot of David.
A lot of David Lynch. You know? I don't like a lot of David Lynch because that's when you get that weird Netflix movie where it's just a monkey talking to a man where they dubbed over his mouth.
Sure.
Anyway, we gotta go. It's been an hour and 10 minutes.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for clunking.
If you're still watching at this point, comment down below glaze, but comment it with a bunch of A's and maybe an E so it looks like a British accent. Also, type something with your tongue or your nose, or we've been skirting around it. Your penis. Use your penis. We know no women are watching this. Use your cock. Use your cock to type something on your phone. Maybe type out, I typed this with my cock. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Whatever you're listening on, give us a review, a like, a subscribe, a comment, share it with your estranged fucking family member, anyone in your family that's like the black sheep that you don't talk to, that's like they're just like real fucked up, like maybe they've been to prison, like a lot of times, like they've been like in and out of juvie since they were a kid. Like, send it to them, man. Like, they'd get a fucking kick out of this. Send it to, if you have like anyone that lives in a trailer park. Maybe you live in a trailer park. No shame in that. Just fucking get this, burn this onto a CD or a cassette and sell it in your fucking trailer park. Make bootlegs of our podcast and profit off of it. We won't sue you. We'll appreciate your business, but tell them to what? Fuck off. Whatever. This sucks. Thanks for watching.